welcome to another Best of Preston show here on Beat 103 with me, Rolly. That was the Tuesday Night Whites. They have been all over the news this week. They played live at the kit launch for North End, of course. I've got another young Preston band who released their first single on Friday. They are called Strata.
Can't help the feeling of not having a clue. But you can keep on keeping on, but that ain't gonna help. You do nothing, you're locked away in that bedroom. Started wearing V-necks. Oh, you did some tracky bottoms too. Well, you can keep on keeping on, but that ain't gonna help. You do nothing, you're locked away in that classroom. You'll wake up one day to see the world that you created. You'll sit down in your ashtray shouting out, I'll never make it. You'll never survive that way. Stood there in your quarter zipper. He's always free on a Friday. They call him Mr. Procrastinator. He's never good at speaking. Oh, I bet he's never even spoke to you. He won't socialise, but to realise one day that he can't go on knocking round with muppets, slipping it up in the bathroom. You'll wake up one day to see the world that you created. You'll sit down in your ashtray shouting out, I'll never make it. You'll never survive that way. Stood there in your quarter zipper. He's always free on a Friday. They call him Mr. Procrastinator.
On social media. I don't know too much about them other than that, but very big on Instagram. I think one of their posts had about 9,000 likes, so they are getting themselves about. Go and check them out. Strata. Now, one of my Best of Preston album artists is here in the studio today, but also another one of those artists has been recruited by a metal band. And so I'm going to play a track from that metal band and then a track from, well, the Best of Preston track. And my guest here today is Daz Pierce from the Besotted. He was on my album. How are you doing, Daz?
Afternoon, mate. How are you?
It's a glorious day.
Too glorious, I think.
Yeah, this could be the sweatiest radio show ever. It's so hot in here.
Speak for yourself.
But hopefully we'll get out and about later on. Windrush is on the park, of course. Big Windrush Festival every year in Preston. You can check it out on your way back to the train.
I was just musing over that song title, Mr. Procrastinator. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you a procrastinator? Let's have a 40-minute discussion about it.
I'm a terrible procrastinator, and as much as I'd love to, we'll do that over a pint sometime. But let's crack on. I'm going to play Prometheum, a metal band, local lads who have just recruited Lee Richards as their lead singer. So let's have a couple of tracks from them.
is Beat 103. Beat 103. 103.
Caught
Lee Richards, Almost, from the Best of Preston album, released last year. And before that, Prometheum, the band he's just joined as lead singer by the looks of it. So they are starting to rehearse and record stuff. So that'll be interesting. I'm here with Daz Pierce. I'm going to play some of his music later from his band, The Besotted. You know Lee, don't you, Daz?
I think, yeah, what a talented guy. Well, we just saying off air there, it'd be very interesting to see how that mesh of styles goes, because Lee's wonderful, a very talented guy.
Lee's blues rock.
Yeah, and you've got a metal group there.
He's joined a metal band, so it's going to be really...
I was thinking, salmon's great, custard's great, but do they go together, you know?
I'm sure he'll be fine. He might change the sound a bit, but we'll see. He's such a great singer, and he's such a lovely fella.
Yeah, he's a good guy as well, yeah.
That I'm sure he'll be fine. So it is Father's Day, and I'm going to play a track from Stan Mansfield, whose band, the Champagne Nippers, are playing at the Guild Ale House at 4 o'clock. So... If you're at a loose end, if you're not going to Windrush, if you're not sat in the garden, get down to the Guild Ale House for Father's Day and watch the Champagne Nippers. This is Stan Mansfield. Popcorn Pan, his band, the Champagne Nippers, live at the Guild Ale House this afternoon. Fantastic live band, aren't they, Daz?
Yeah, they are good. They are very good. They have like a residency at the Guild, you know what I mean?
They do. They do, but they have the young saxophone player with them, Sam,
Right.
who really adds to the sound. Definitely worth checking out if you've never seen them before. I'm going to play a couple of tracks, one from Grain Electric, one from Helen May's band, the Violet Hours, because they've got a fantastic gig in Hebden Bridge next Sunday, and if I possibly can, I'll be jumping on the train to go and see them. I don't think you've seen Grain Electric, Daz?
Grain Electric, I don't think I have, no.
No. You know the Violet Hours quite well.
I do.
You do. So it's all Americana stuff. The gig's only a tenner. There's another band on as well. Definitely worth checking out. This is Grain Electric.
Last time that I saw you, you were heading for the door. You didn't want to talk about it. You just said we are no more. You said you didn't love me. You said you didn't care. Then you played a magic trick on me. You vanished in thin air. Well, I don't care, but I guess I do. I was so in love with you. I saw your best friend recently. She couldn't take her eyes off me. And when I casually asked about you, she said, "Are you so blind that you can't see?" She's been sleeping with your best friend. It's been going on for weeks. And then she put her hand upon my thigh and said, "You're coming home with me." Well, I don't care, but I guess I do. And I'm not so in love with you. So I went home with your best friend, and she made sweet love to me. I must admit that I enjoyed myself, and to my heart she got the key. Oh, but you know it didn't last too long, 'cause she had a rolling eye. The last time I saw her, she was going strong with her best friend's other guy. Well, I don't care, but I guess I do. Well, I hate her and I hate you. Well, I don't care, but I guess I do. You both gave me a dose of the blues.
Yo, this is Beat 103.
Baby, I've been thinking 3 long nights. I've been drinking without your love, without your love. I'm going down. been. I'm going down. Father, I've been heaven. Redeem my soul. I got a problem that your love, that bad love. I'm going down. And if I had my way, I'd fly to you. And I give you all my heart. I'll be faithful, I'll be gentle and kind. Won't you tell me now? You feel it too. Tie me down with the lava gold blues, yeah. And if I had my way, I'd fly to you. And I'd give you all my heart. I'll be faithful, I'll be gentle and kind. Won't you tell me now? You feel it too. Tie me down with the love of gold blues, baby. I've been thinking for 3 long nights. I've been drinking that your love, that your love. I'm going down, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mother, call the doctor. This man's love taking me higher than I ever been, than I ever been. I'm going down, yeah. Father, up in heaven, redeem my soul. I got a problem. Bad, bad love, that bad love. I'm going down, yeah, yeah. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. I need your love. I want your love. I need your love. I want your love. A whole lot of 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 love.
You're listening to the Best of Preston show with me, Rolly. I've got Daz Pierce here with me. That was Grain Electric. And the Violet Towers, great singer, Helen.
Yeah, very good vocal delivery. That I quite like the guitars on that as well. That was pretty good.
Yeah, very nice.
I've not heard much of their stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, they've got a great gig next week in Hebden Bridge. Check it out if you can. Daz, you're in a band called the Besotted. It's your thing really, with another vocalist called Tracy Mellin,
Yeah.
who can't be with us today, unfortunately.
Some people work for a living, Rolly, don't they? Yeah.
That's right. That's right. But it's electronic music.
Yes, I play the keys and program the drums as well. And Nick, who at 3507, he plays additional guitars when needed.
Yeah.
When needed, yeah.
And you do that on your laptop.
I do that on my home studio. I've got a little home studio, but we take it to 3507, which is a better studio.
Of course, yeah. So you were on my Best of Preston album, released last year.
Well,
which song was that?
That was Every Time. Every time.
That's right. We played that a few times on this show. The song I'm going to play next is The Successful, Well, what's that about?
So successful. It was probably like every time's twin, because they were they're kind of from around the same period of time, and it was inspired by, you know, the successful. When you see people who have done ostensibly have done very well in life, they might have a great job, big house, money, but they're miserable. Or they're kind of like there's like a void within them, you know. So you see people like that, and they've got kind of conventional success, but it hasn't brought them any contentment or peace with it, you know. And it's just me being a bit sassy and saying I don't want to be one of those people.
I don't know anyone like that, honest.
Do you not?
This is the Besotted, the successful. Successful by the Besotted, by Daz Pierce, featuring Tracy Mellin. Daz is here in the studio with me. That is off the album Successful.
The collection Successful. How ironic.
Yeah. recorded, well, or at least finished off in 3507 studio.
Yeah,
with,
so
with Nick and Claire.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing place, isn't it?
it is. We're there. Well, I'm there Tuesday. Yeah, it is amazing, and they've done a lot. Nick and Claire. I think I'm sure you've given them shout outs before for their contribution to the scene
definitely.
here.
Yeah. And you're back in the studio this week?
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
putting down a song called "Ballad of the Noble Loser." And also just just a quick instrumental I put down. I just want the vocals called "Rent Free in My Head." We do come up with good titles at the Besotted.
A lot of songs on the radio and stuff. Sometimes you can't really hear the lyrics properly. They're quite important in your songs. They usually tell a story. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's because I mean, we were talking about other people who have very good voices technically. I've never claimed to have a technically great voice. That's not what the Besotted's kind of strength is. It's in the storytelling. And sometimes I was just saying to Nick last time we were in, you wouldn't want somebody like Helen, for instance. You wouldn't want somebody like that singing on Besotted. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You actually need somebody whose voice is a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, it sounds quite urban to me, that successful song. But the next one I'm going to play is one of my favourites of yours, and it's much poppier, I feel. And I've sang along with this in the pub with you many a time. It's a bit of a curious title.
Oh, that one, yeah. So that's the one that if there was ever a Besotted song that was going to end up in a karaoke book that you could sing at a pub, it would be this one, I think.
Yeah, no, this is a real pop song. This is the Besotted, and I'm in love with a neurotypical.
Your emotional age is roughly the same as mine.
Besotted, and Daz Pierce is here with me from the Besotted, and I believe that is not about your relationship history.
Nothing to, no, not at all.
Not to do with it. It's
Not
just
not not autobiographical in any way.
a wicked rumour.
No, what is it? It's not because I remember there was that thing when this came out, because like partially it did kind of spawn off of some jokey conversation we were having, somewhere else. And
Yeah.
when I posted the lyrics, I remember there were people who were upset, and they thought I was being mean to neurodivergent people, and I had to point out that I am probably neurodivergent myself in a slightly different niche way. Yeah, I'm probably neurodivergent myself, and the person I was actually poking fun at here was me, because I do have a little bit of a history of getting caught up with some interesting characters. We'll just say that, and it's got to be my own fault, at least partially.
It's a great quirky pop song, whatever it's about. You do have another, string to your bow, don't you? You were
Allegedly.
a performance poet for quite a period. Some of your stuff is still online. It can be got.
Yeah, legally or otherwise, yeah, it can.
Three collections.
4 technically,
Four.
but I mean, one of them was a kind of mishmash of all sorts of stuff. But yeah, so the 3 main ones are Provoked, Platonica, and Supernova, which was the last one, about 2023, was it? 23.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you put any of those into Google, you'll get a load of. Please get it off Lulu, because at least I get some of the money if you do that.
Absolutely love your poetry, and I would like to do a spoken word show, to be honest, or either on this show or maybe as an extra show, and get yourself back on, and a couple of other local poets. Definitely worth doing at some point. That's for another day, I think.
There's a few good ones about, but yeah, I've not done a. It's strange because I've obviously got friends on the world, there's a show I used to do a couple of times a year on the world, and the last time I did was, I think it was Christmas 24. That was probably the last time I did a poetry show on the radio. Was Christmas 24.
Yeah, I mean, it tends to be sort of Radio 4 kind of stuff, but there is a show called BBC Upload, which is on the local stations Saturday evenings, I think, and not on another night. And that showcases spoken word. So, yeah, hopefully we can do that sometime. Now, your friend of mine, Keith Mitchell, has a brand new album out.
Does he really?
He does, and it's not been released yet. I say it's out. It's not out. So, but I've managed to snaffle a copy.
World exclusive.
Yeah. So I've been playing the odd track from it, but I've got a brand new one here that's not been played anywhere yet, and it's like a classic blues track, but it's really good fun.
I've got a brand new Keith Mitchell track.
Yes.
Sounds like a song of its own, doesn't it?
Don't say that. He'll write it. He'll write it. This is Slow the Whole Thing Down.
Do what I can
103, Preston. Preston.
When you work so hard, life lets you down again. Stabbed in the back by what you took for a friend. Life has a way of leading you nowhere. Give you an arm, you need a shoulder, and you get out what you dare to put in. It costs an arm and a leg just to talk to somebody. Talk comes cheap, you know it. Stay like robbery. Then you learn how it's easy to cry. Life's a bitch, then you die. You're only gonna get out what you dare to put in. Stand up and say you're somebody. Don't be afraid of being nobody. Love has a way of mending the broken heart. Come a time when they'll say to you, everything you do it just for you. Dad's a laugh, might just grin. Dad's a try and you might just win. You're only gonna get out what you dare to put in. Stand up and say you're somebody. Don't be afraid of being nobody. Love has a way of mending the broken heart. When you work so hard, I've let you down again. Stabbed in the back by what you took for a friend. Life has a way of being you know it. Give you an arm when you need a shoulder, and you get out what you dare to put in. Only gonna get out what you dare to put in. Only gonna get out what you dare to put in.
Keith Mitchell, 2 tracks from him from his yet to be released album. You get exclusives here on Beat 103 on the Best of Preston show. Now, Daz, you're currently residing in the Chorley area.
Well, someone has to.
Yes. I've been playing a band from, I've been playing a couple of bands from the Chorley area, and this one are called the British Birds.
Right.
You don't know them yet? I think you're going to love this. It's a great track. They played at the Ferret a couple of weeks ago. It is called Locomotive.
Go for it.
She comes with bellows of steam and stains that cannot be cleaned. She's black and
British Birds Locomotive from Chorley. What do you think of those, Dad?
Very good. I like that. I like the chaotic energy of it.
Yeah.
And I recognise that riff, and I think I've used that. You know.
Riotous.
Yeah.
It's riotous.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Daz.
Hey, thanks for having us, mate.
Daz from the Besotted. Thanks for talking to us this hour. You're chatting to us right through. New format.
New format. You made a new format. It would have been even better if Tracy had been with us, but we'll get the whole band along, including the laptop.
Definitely, we'll get them all here. It's been another great hour. Stick around on Beat 103, please. There is Richard Serling later and LJ, I think, with some old school. I'm going to play out with Bingo Bay, who are playing at Longton Live next week, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, just